Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Andika Faisal. My ID numbers are 2021222018. In this video, I will tell you about my comic review. So let's check it out. So the title of the book that I have read is Black Clover, and the author is Tabata Yuki. The genre of this book is action, fantasy, and shonen. This book released on 16 February 2015, and it has more than 200 chapters and it's still ongoing. The rank of this book is 18th. Before I retell the story that I have read, I will tell you the synopsis first. So this is the synopsis. Black Clover is a story about two orphans named Asta and Yuno. They raised together in the same church, and since that, they never been separated. As a child, they promised they will compete each other to see who will be the next Wizard King. But when they grew up, some difference between two of them become obvious. Yuno is a genius wizard with a great power and excellent control, while Asta couldn't use magic and tried to cover it up by trains his physical power. When they received their own grimoire or magic book in 15 years old, Yuno received a rare 4-leaf clover grimoire, but Asta didn't get any. However, Yuno threatened by the thief, Asta released his true power after receiving a black 5-leaf clover grimoire. Now, Asta and Yuno go to the outside world to complete their goals. Now, I will retell the story that I have read. Asta and Yuno were two brothers who lived in the church. They were orphans and poor, but they taken care by sister or nun and father. In a world where people are born with magic, Asta was born without any. But he always worked harder to gain a good physical power. And Yuno was born a prodigy with above average magic power and the talent to control it. Even though they are orphans and poor, but they have a big dream. That is, they want to become a wizard king. Because they want to prove that even they are poor or orphans from little village, they still can be a wizard king as long as they want to try and undertake. Because they have the same dream, so they compete each other to determine who is going to be the next wizard king. On awarding ceremonies for grimoires, Yuno received a rare 4-leaf clover grimoires, but Asta didn't get any. But unexpectedly, when Asta helping Yuno from attack by the thief, the unknown grimoire or a black 5-leaf clover grimoire chose Asta and helped Asta to save his brother Yuno. Because of that, the journey of Asta and Yuno can still continue and they attend to the Wizard Knight entrance exam. In the exam, Asta and Yuno must pass all the tests to be able to join the Wizard Knight squad. Because Yuno have a rare grimoire and he has a great magic power, so he's being a center of attention at the exam. But different to Asta, he got underestimated by the participant of the exam because Asta didn't have magic power. But in one-on-one fight, Asta proved that his dream is not only a nonsense mare by defeating the opponent with one strike and make everyone shocked and speechless. Because Yuno don't want to lose to Asta, he also defeating the opponent with one strike. And finally, the selection for the acceptance of becoming a wizard knight and joining one of the wizard knight squad. Certainly, because Yuno have a great magic power, so he got invited and joined a stronger squad. And when Asta was called, there's no captain squad want to invite Asta to join one of the wizard knight squad. But one of the captain squad named Yamisukahiro approaching Asta and testing Asta. Because of his determination, Asta can convince that he can be a wizard knight no matter how many times he trip out. Yami got interested to Asta, so he invited Asta to join his squad named Black Bull Squad. And the real journey of Asta and Yuno started. When Asta introducing himself to the members of the squad, one of the members named Magna Swing challenging Asta to play a minigame with him as a welcoming ceremony. The reward for this game is a robe of the squad. Because Asta is more stronger than Magna, even though he doesn't have magic power, so Asta can beat the challenge, and finally he got the reward. It is a robe of Black Bull Squad. After all the story that I have read, this comic is very good, very impressive, even just a few chapters, because it contains a good storyline in it. And this comic book is very recommended for the teenagers because it contains many important messages in it. And then this comic book is recommended for people who like the story about zero to hero. And the grade that I gave for this comic book is 8 out of 10. Finally, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Thank you and bye bye.